David Ebner at the Globe and Mail. With the Conservative support of clean power, what role do you see for Ottawa, if any, to help the provinces better connect their power grids, interties?
Thank you. Very good question. I think we as a country could do a lot better. We have incredible hydroelectric potential in Quebec and Manitoba that could power neighboring provinces. We have the biggest supply of uranium on planet Earth in Saskatchewan that could feed into both future large-scale CANDU reactors or small modular nuclear reactors. We have the ability to use tidal power that could provide emissions-free electricity off our shores and into our grid. Common sense Conservatives pledge to speed up the approval for these projects. But what stands in the way today? Well, there's a double approval process that goes into every new hydroelectric dam that is completely duplicative. Conservatives pledge that if provinces have high environmental standards, we will allow their approval process to stand. That could speed up hydroelectric dams in places like Quebec by years. We want to work with the industry to safely speed up the approval of nuclear power. Everybody agrees you need safety and environmental protection. But why does it take 15 years to do that? What do we learn in years 13, 14, and 15 of a review that we could not learn in year one? We would speed up the approval process to bring on small modular reactors in Alberta, Saskatchewan, Ontario, and New Brunswick, all of which have signed on to a memorandum of understanding. These reactors could be placed in strategic locations where they maximize emissions reduction and minimize costs. Unlike large-scale CANDU reactors, which really require to feed the entire grid in order to make them viable, the small modular reactors could go in, for example, the oil sands to nuclearize and decarbonize the steam production and the electricity generation for the energy sector and make it the lowest carbon emitting in the world. These are the ways that we reduce emissions, by greenlighting green projects so that we can bring down the cost and the carbon emissions of our energy projects, and that's what common sense Conservatives will do.
What role might you see for solar and wind on the list of clean power?
So I believe we should allow the market to determine the most reliable and cost-effective emissions-free energy that comes onto the grid. The role of the federal government is to incentivize and quickly approve projects that are environmentally responsible. We do recognize that you need base load, though, and the only two sources of base load emissions-free electricity are nuclear and hydro. So, where the provinces have deemed that wind and solar make sense, we respect their decision. But we also know that they're going to have either nuclear or hydro, and in the interim, natural gas, if they're going to have base load, continuous, emissions-free electricity fed onto the grid.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.